What's up, sports world? That's Dave right here. Church guys like sports too. Come on, you're tuned on in. Got a lot to talk about this morning. Y'all already know what time it is. Yo, come on and tune on in. Pastor Dave Wright, sports talk. Church guys like sports too. Tune on in, tune on in. We got some stuff to talk about. Teddy Simpson, what's up, man? Fennell, how you doing? Trey, what's up? Preacher man. We on Instagram Live. And we on Facebook Live. Okay, Google, stop. What's up, y'all? Church guys like sports too. Another episode. And it's going to be a good one. I want to first give a shout out to Bishop Figueroa. On yesterday, he blessed me with this awesome gift. Because some of y'all may not know, but 20 years ago, I used to really play the organ pretty well. I played on his album, He's a Rock. My father produced it. And here it is. He gave me this awesome gift, awesome encouraging gift called the He's a Rock Award. He's a Rock MVP. And I'm gonna put it right here in my office. I got enough at my church office. I'm gonna put this right here in my office. Y'all can see it, right? Good. Also got my MVP for playing basketball. That's right there. Got my mama and my daddy. That's right there in my office. And it's going to be a good show today, y'all. You got to tune in. You got to tune in. Share this. Tell somebody. Everybody you know. Tune on in. We got some sports to talk about. And I'm ready, y'all. I got my peanut M&Ms. Shout out to Clive Grant and Linda Grant. They hooked me up with my peanut M&Ms. I'm trying to get a peanut M&M endorsement. And I got my throat coat tea. You'll need this. All your singers out there and preachers, you'll get you some throat coat tea. It'll help you. It'll help you. I tell you, it'll help you. All right. First thing I'm going to talk about today. What up, Dave Butler? You finally on here from the beginning. First thing I'm going to talk about today, and I mean no harm. I mean no harm. But I gotta, Lord, you look just like your dad. Oh, bless you, Sister Perry. I gotta tap into these Lakers, y'all. Curtis Johnson, what's up? I gotta bother with these Lakers. Mean no harm. But I was watching a game yesterday. And the Lakers, oh boy. I don't want y'all to think I'm just making fun of them. Because yes, my Knicks need help. We need help. But the Lakers got help and still losing. It's a difference. Them Lakers, they were playing the Toronto Raptors, I believe. And they were in LA. In their hometown. With the king. Rondo is back. Ingram is back. Lonzo Ball. JaVale McGee, all these people. Lance Stevenson. And they were down by 30 points in the first quarter. At home. Y'all, listen, y'all. What's that boy? I think it's Serge Ibaka. And right, Dave Butler. Toronto didn't even have Kawhi Leonard. They sat him down. I think they had Serge Ibaka outscored the whole Lakers team in the first quarter. Somebody got to tell me what's going on in L.A. Oh, yes, Will Brown said a change is coming in L.A. Because it kind of got a little exciting because they beat somebody the other night. But even a broke clock is right twice a day. And you cannot be the so-called greatest player in the league and you let Toronto Raptors, the dinosaurs, come into your hometown, LA, without their star and beat you like you stole something. See, that's why we got to kill this. We got to kill this Michael Jordan, LeBron James beef. We got to forget that mess. We got to kill this foolishness now. That stuff wouldn't happen in the Jordan. Are you kidding me? Even when Jordan was with the Wizards, he wouldn't allow that stuff. And the thing is, when Jordan went to the Wizards, he wasn't even in his prime anymore. I believe he was almost 40 years old. LeBron James, you are still in your prime. Daquan, what up, man? LeBron, you are still in your prime. And I looked at the stat line. LeBron didn't even score 20 points. He had 18 points. We got to kill that, man. And I'm not the biggest Jordan fan in the world. Dave Butler is. But I'm not the biggest Jordan fan in the world, but we got to stop being stupid. Don't become prisoners of the moment. Yeah, LeBron can ball, but he ain't the greatest. He's not even in the category of the greatest. Magic Johnson didn't allow that. And what make it worse, a lot of these games, you know who's sitting in the audience in LA? Kobe's sitting there, the Black Mamba, sitting there looking at this. I don't even put LeBron past Kobe yet. You better pump the brakes. Pump the brakes. You know how you driving a truck? You got pump the brakes. Pump the brakes. LeBron ain't reached Kobe yet. So if he ain't reached Kobe yet, how the heck y'all talking about he's Jordan? You got to be kidding me. I never seen the righteous forsaken nor the seed begging for bread. That don't even fit nothing that I'm talking about, but I just felt like saying. Amen. And the Lakers now what the Lakers are going to do, Lolo, what the Lakers are going to do now is go get Tyson Chandler from the Phoenix Suns. Now, Tyson Chandler, 36 years old. He was great with the Knicks. He was Defensive Player of the Year. Tyson Chandler, I like him, but he is old. I thought LeBron had what he needed. So now they're going to get Tyson Chandler, who's good. He's a defensive player. He's a defensive stopper. But where does he fit on the team? So, you know, I wish them luck out there in L.A., but it don't look good. Y'all know the other day, I believe it was Friday evening, Magic Johnson had a long talk with Luke Walton. Look, Magic Johnson had a long talk with Luke Walton. And we know that, Dave Butler, we know this. LeBron is good for getting a coach fired. Oh, yes. He got that Mike Brown fired. And you know what happened to him? He went to Golden State and started winning championships. So now that Ty Lue has been fired, I got a feeling, because that LeBron is he's a little sneaky thing. He wants a coach that he can control. I got a feeling, this is just my gut telling me this, that LeBron gonna convince Magic, hey, let's get rid of Luke Walton and let's go get fishy face Ty Lue, because I can control him. Oh boy. Yeah, he got Paul Silas and Mike Brown fired. 2 black coaches. And I think he wants to go get that Ty Lue so he can control him. Because Ty Lue was never coaching the Cavs. LeBron was. But Luke Walton, he's a little different, because if you know Luke Walton's daddy, Bill Walton is a tough cookie. Bill Walton is a rough cat. He don't take no mess from nobody. So I think LeBron James want Luke Walton out of there, because Luke Walton trying to control this team. But LeBron say, no, my way or the highway. I 10 by 10. You see, in order to be a good leader, you got to be a good follower. In order to be a leader, you got to be a follower. LeBron only won in Miami because he was following. Pat Riley made him follow him. Dwayne Wade said, no, this is my team. That wasn't LeBron's team in Miami that won them championships. That was Dwayne Wade's team. I don't mean to get hard on the brother. I love what the man is doing in the community. He got schools and he got this. He got all of that. And he's doing great things, sending black kids to college. But you can't, I tell you can't be the coach, shooting guard, point guard, small forward, power forward, and the center, and then want to be the general manager. No. He is a control freak. And when he don't get his way, he start pouting. He get on the bench, start yelling at people. Get a little attitude. He starts acting like, I'm not a cusser, but he starts acting like a Mitch. M-I-T-C-H. That's a man that got an itch. There's a man that got an itch on him. How? Take that. That's a new word. All right? So this is what's happening in L.A., La La Land. And all of us, Stephen A. Smith, I saw him on here. He said that the Lakers were going to be in the Western Conference Finals against the Warriors. Are you kidding me? That's a joke. That's a joke. Because in order for them to get to that level, they first look here. Golden State is what they are. Leave them alone. Don't say nothing about Golden State Warriors. Leave them alone. They're going to be there. Ain't no way you got Steph Curry that shoots the way he does, and then you got that crazy Klay Thompson that shoots the way he does. That man had 50-something points and dribbled the ball 9 times. You kidding me? You're not beating that. And that's your third option. And then you got that crazy Draymond Green, and then you got Kevin Durant. And guess what? DeMarcus Cousins ain't played a game yet. You got to be kidding me. So let's leave the Warriors out of this conversation. Everybody in the NBA is playing for second best right now. Let's just give this to the Warriors. I hate to say that because I like competition. But not even my Knicks can beat the Warriors. Not even these fellas can beat the Warriors. Not this year. They just got too much. The way the NBA is set up, they got too much. It's just too hard. It's just too much. Let somebody get hurt. Let somebody get injured. And not just one person. We need about 3 of them to get injured. The only way you beat the Warriors is Durant, Clay and Steph get injured all at the same time with the same injury. We need all three of them to break their legs and tear their Achilles. What's the odds of that? Because if you just get one of them hurt, you still, if Steph Curry get hurt, you still got Klay Thompson. You still got Kevin Durant. You still got Draymond Green. You still got that Livingston that's going to come off the bench and act crazy. And then you get DeMarcus Cousins back. Leave him alone. Just leave the Warriors alone. They're going to be what they are. All right? But the Lakers got to get past the Spurs to even be in the conversation. They got to get past the Rockets to even be in the conversation. They got to get past New Orleans, Anthony Davis and them boys, to even be in the conversation. They got to get past Denver and the Joker to even be in the conversation. You know what? I don't even think they're the best team in LA. They got to get past the Clippers to even be mentioned in the conversation. The Utah Jazz, that Donovan Mitchell fella, they got to get by him to even be mentioned in the same breath as the Warriors. I left somebody out, but you don't leave that alone. Y'all need to renege on that. The Lakers, this is not the year. Maybe next year. You know what I would love to see? I'll pay money for this. Somebody go wake up LeVar Ball, Lonzo Ball's father. I don't know if they put a muzzle on his mouth, if they paid him to shut up. Wake him up and let him be the coach of the Lakers. Now that's box office there. That's box office there. Somebody go get LeVar Ball, Bishop, what up? And tell him to come coach the Lakers. Ooh. Oh, God. That would be something. Because he going to get there. Never lost. That would be amazing. Levette, how you doing? Come on in. Church guys like sports too. And girls. So, I want to talk about, I'm going to come back to basketball in a minute. But I want to talk about this game that I wanted y'all to see last night. I got to talk about it. I got to bring it up because we were very excited about that game. It was going to be a Brady versus Aaron Rodgers for the greatest quarterback of all time, or at least the greatest quarterback that's in the league right now. And I got to show you, I got to tell you something. Look, Tom Brady did not have Gronkowski last night. So Tom Brady is playing with a bunch of second fiddle wide receivers. Aaron Rodgers had his people now. And Aaron Rodgers is a bad man. And I don't really get into the stats and things because the stats were just about even. As far as the yardage, Brady may have outthrown him a little bit. But the main thing is who gets the W, who gets the win. And that Tom Brady, y'all, that old son of a gun, that Tom Brady knows how to get the win at the end of the game. I believe they won 31-17. Okay, Google, who won the New England Patriots game?
The Patriots won 31-17 yesterday against the Packers.
31-17. And Tom Brady makes this thing look easy, y'all. He fooled them boys so bad, one touchdown throw. They thought it was going to the other guy, and he got another receiver 5 yards behind him, just waiting on it. I'm telling you, Tom Brady, but I gotta say this. Tom Brady without Bill Belichick, we don't know what that looks like. And I don't think Tom Brady is anything without Bill Belichick. They go together like peas in a pod. Like peanut butter and jelly. Like grits and sugar. Like ham and burger. Tom Brady and Bill Belichick better not ever separate. Because if they do, neither one is. I'm telling you, that's like a good preacher with his best with his organist. Yeah. Because I bring it to the preacher because a lot of the preachers, if they ain't got that organist with them, woo-wee. If they don't have that organist with them, it's a struggle. Hello? And that tandem, Tom Brady and Bill Belichick, my God. Because he's winning the receivers that he had. Can't nobody, those are not Pro Bowl receivers over there. Those ain't Pro Bowl receivers. He got Gronk. But Gronk, he didn't even have him yesterday. And Aaron Rodgers is a bad man. Aaron Rodgers, smart. Hey, Jake, praying for you, man. Reverend Smalls went home to be with the Lord. That was Jake's pastor. Been praying for him for years. We're praying for him up there in the Bronx. Reverend Tom Brady, Aaron Rodgers is very smart. Can't nobody throw it like him. He can thread that needle. He can throw the ball between two hookers and a pimp. Yeah, that's how he throws. But for some reason, New England keep coming away with that W. And Brady was doing it, man. And Tom Brady, 41, 42 years old. You know how old that is in football years? Football years is like dog years. In football years, Tom Brady is 123 years old. 123 years old in football years. So yesterday proved something to me that between Brady and Aaron Rodgers, if I got to pick one, I'm going with Tom Brady. I'm going with Tom Brady because I want the W. Tom Brady is smart, man. He knows that football field. He reads them defenses like nobody else. He's smart. He's smart. And I don't know what Aaron Rodgers would be if he had a Belichick. Maybe Aaron Rodgers would be the absolute greatest if he had Belichick. He might be the absolute greatest, but he got a good coach out there too. He got a good coach out there. And the Packers, they're not looking good. They 3-4-1. Jets got a better record than the Packers. So last night did prove something. That out of those two, that boy, Tom Brady is the one. But if you were looking at another game, because there's a quarterback that keeps getting overlooked when they talk about who's the greatest. They overlook that fella in New Orleans, Drew Brees. How come they're not talking about Drew Brees as the greatest quarterback right now? Did y'all see what he did to them LA Rams? Okay, just in case you didn't, okay, my assistant is here. Okay, Google. Who won the New Orleans Saints game? Watch this.
Yesterday, the Saints played the Rams. The final score was 45-35 Saints.
The Rams were undefeated. Jared Goff and them boys came in, and what's that, Todd Gurley? They came up in there trying to ball, and then the Rams got a defense. They got Aaron Donald on that line. They got some other ones up on that line. I think they just got another dude, bulked up that defense, and Drew Brees tore them apart. Okay, Google, how many yards did Drew Brees have yesterday?
Sorry, I don't understand.
Okay, Google, listen to me now. Okay, Google, how many passing yards did Drew Brees have yesterday?
On the website WashingtonPost.com, they say, move over, Peyton Manning, the NFL has a new career leader in passing yards. New Orleans Saints quarterback Drew Brees topped Manning's mark of 71,940
Okay,
yards.
Google, hush.
The
He don't want to tell me. But I'm telling you, right now, Drew Brees has the most yards in the NFL completely. And I think he threw for like 300-something yards yesterday and killed the Rams. They could not stop him. He put up 45 points on a good defense. That was a better game than the Packers game, y'all. And they keep sleeping on this Drew Brees. You know why? Because he's short. He ain't got a lot of commercials. He ain't like that other. What's the man? Aaron Rodgers. Discount, double check, and all that stuff. He ain't got no supermodel for a wife like Tom Brady. He got that. What's her name? Somebody tell me what Tom Brady's wife's name? That supermodel lady, Gabrielle or whatever her name. He ain't got that. He got a regular wife that go to church and she sit on the third row behind the ushers and all that. She's ushering in the church. He got him a normal wife, got some nice kids and all that. So they don't make no noise about Drew Brees. And plus he's short. He's 5'10". But I'm telling you, Drew Brees is, I'm saying it, he's the greatest quarterback in the NFL right now. He is the GOAT. He got a Super Bowl ring. Oh, he plays in the dome. Oh, none of that don't matter. Drew Brees is balling, and nobody says nothing about it. Drew Brees he had 340. Thank you, Teddy. He had 347 yards. Teddy's my new assistant. Teddy Simpson, he knows the sports. He works over at the Big Apple Sports. And Teddy, he had 347 yards and 4 touchdowns yesterday. And everybody looking at Tom Brady and everybody looking at Aaron Rodgers. While Shorty Doo-Wop is over here throwing 4 touchdowns and throwing for 347 yards, and this year has passed Peyton Manning for the most yards all time. And nobody's saying nothing about him. You know why? Because he ain't 6'5" like Brady and 6'4" like Aaron Rodgers. They got that good, Drew Brees still got a little acne going on. He ain't that sexy kind of guy. And, Brady got all that, he shows, Drew Brees ain't got no abs and all that stuff. But I don't care about that. Give the man the football. I bet you he'd do something about it. Just give him the football. This ain't what you call it? This ain't a modeling career. This ain't who can sell the most Papa John pizzas. This ain't about that. This ain't about who got the finest wife. This is about who the best quarterback is. And Drew Brees. Yeah, check. You look at the game. You look at Sports Center tonight and you see if they want to talk about him now. No. Y'all should have been talking about them LA Rams went in there 7-0. And they left with an L. And Drew Brees helped bring that community out when that Hurricane Katrina happened. Because my father wrote that song, my mom and dad wrote that song. Jesus, Jesus, Jesus. That's the Hurricane Katrina song. And they were down and out, and they was all in. Drew Brees, they turned his stadium into a shelter. He's winning in a shelter. My God. And they want to ignore him. And he gave them hope, got them a championship. All right? So let's stop sleeping on Drew Brees. There's enough of that. No more sleeping on Drew Brees. I'm back. No more sleeping on Drew Brees. Put him in the conversation. No, don't put him in the conversation. Put him on top of the conversation. Sean Bigby, what up, man? That's my dude from North Carolina. So while I'm talking about sports, while I'm talking about the football team, because church guys like sports too, while I got you here, Can we talk about the Carolina Panthers for a moment? Okay, Google, who won the Carolina Panthers game?
The Panthers won 42-28 yesterday against the Buccaneers.
Let's talk about the Carolina Panthers. It's time out to stop sleeping on them fellas. And this is for all my North Carolina people. Some of y'all are crazy enough to be Dallas Cowboy fans. I don't know how you do that. But for all of the Carolina, I think the Panthers got a chance this year to at least, they're going to the playoffs, that's definite. But they got a chance to go to the conference championship, man. Say what you, Cam Newton is a weird dude. Cam Newton remind me of Dennis Rodman when he was with the Chicago Bulls. He would wear anything and say anything, but got on the court and ball. So the Carolina Panthers, if somebody can tag Beverly Brown, because she's the biggest Carolina Panther fan in the world. Been a Carolina Panther fan since they came in the league in 97, 95, whenever they came in here with them light blue uniforms. Carolina Panthers. They are balling. And Cam Newton is doing his thing, y'all. Cam Newton is doing his thing. Cam Newton, he one of the top quarterbacks too. He just got that attitude, you know. Marcus, you say they trash, but I don't know. They balling. They beat up on them Bucks. They beat them Bucks yesterday. And we gotta start paying some attention to the Carolina Panthers. They not just sitting around here. You're talking about Green Bay. Look at what the Panthers is doing. Hold on. Okay, Google, what is the Carolina Panthers record?
The Panthers are in second place in the NFC South with 6 wins and 2 losses for a winning percentage of 75%. I've sent the detailed standings to your phone.
Thank you. Okay. All right. So the Carolina Panthers are 6-2. We halfway through the season. If they win 12 games, they win that division. Now, of course, we got to worry about them Chiefs too. That's a whole other side, you know. But let's start paying attention to the Panthers, y'all. All right. And now, I got to talk about my Jets. We played the Miami Dolphins yesterday. And it was unfair. Everybody jumping on our rookie quarterback. Say he threw 4 interceptions. He did throw 4 interceptions. Justin, what's up, man? Sam Darnold did throw 4 interceptions, but we got to stop counting some of these interceptions as interceptions. If it's at the end of the game and he trying to Hail Mary and it's an interception, you don't really count that as his interception. We trying to Hail Mary at the end of the game. Yeah, I'm coming to convocation, man. But I'm talking sports right now, Andre Johnson. Church guys like sports too. So I'll be at convocation on Wednesday, Thursday, Friday. But Sam Darnold is a great quarterback for as young as he is. Sam Darnold is a really good quarterback, but stuff wasn't working out for him yesterday because, first of all, our center broke his finger. He broke his finger, so all of the snaps after his finger got broke were going all over the place. So now Sam Darnold got to catch the ball, running his way, and then try to throw it. And we was in that game. Our defense kept us in that game the whole time. Miami Dolphins ain't no slouches. They can play. But our defense kept us in the game. We lost 13-6 because our offense couldn't get in that end zone, man. So I'm not ready to give up on Sam Darnold yet. Don't y'all give up on Sam Darnold. You know who he remind me of? He remind me of Brett Favre. Say what you want about Brett Favre. He's a Hall of Famer. And he's a champion. Amen. Brett Favre did his thing out there in Green Bay before Aaron Rodgers got there. So, yes, my Jets did lose. I hope we got a bye week coming because we need to regroup. We need to give our people some time to recover. So, we did lose, but the Jets are still better than the Giants. I ain't got nothing to say about them doggone Giants. Clive Grant, thank you for these M&Ms, but I ain't got nothing to say about your Giants. Your Giants stink. I think the Giants can get beat by a college football team. Giants need to change their name because they ain't giant. They need to be the New York Smallments, the New York Midgets. The New York Grasshoppers. Giants suck. I ain't going to talk about them. Nothing to talk about. The New York Midgets. That's what they need to be. The New York. It was a movie called The Little Giants. They need to be the little New York Little Giants. With that old Odell Beckham and his tambourine playing self. Don't get me started on them. Please don't. Don't get me started with them. They aggravate me because I like the Giants. I'm a New Yorker. Okay, let me see. Okay, Google. Who do the Jets play next?
The Jets' next game is on Sunday at 1 p.m. when they will play the Bills.
You right, Teddy. The Jets play Sunday against the Buffalo Bills at 1 o'clock. And you know what? I'm going to go on a limb. We going to beat Buffalo. We going to, because the Buffalo Bills now, and those of you that don't live on the East Coast, on the Northeast Coast, sometimes we look at Buffalo as a New York team. I'm telling you, listen to me. For y'all that don't know, Buffalo is 7 hours away from us. Buffalo ain't nowhere near us. We do not count the Buffalo Bills as a New York team. They belong to Canada. They don't belong to us. We do not count Buffalo as a New York team. Where my New Yorkers at? Tell them. They think I'm joking. Buffalo ain't nowhere near New York City. Buffalo is in another world, somewhere behind God's back. Buffalo is way up there. Matter of fact, I can get to Virginia quicker than I can get to Buffalo. And Buffalo up there is cold. It's snowing all the time. And the police wear sandals. Buffalo is not New York. Let's get that straight. So I will never rep the Buffalo Bills. Ever. Never, ever, 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 ever. Buffalo is way up top somewhere. Way up top. Matter of fact, that old crazy Sarah Palin says she can see Russia from her window. We're here. I don't know. She's stupid. Canada somewhere. But you can actually see Canada from Buffalo. There ain't nothing but a bridge that separates them. All right? So the Jets will beat Buffalo. Oh, yes. We're going to beat Buffalo. And mark my words, Sam Darnold going to throw for 400 yards. 400 yards. And I say he is the best of these young quarterbacks that have come out. Out of Baker Mayfield. Because you got Baker Mayfield, you got Paxton Lynch, I believe. You got the other fella, man, what's that boy name? Buffalo got one of them quarterbacks too. Him. Okay, Google, what's the quarterbacks for Buffalo Bills?
Josh Allen, Nathan Peterman,
Josh Allen,
and others are quarterbacks for the Buffalo
Bills. You got
Bills.
Josh Allen and all of them, but I'm taking Sam Darnold over all of them. I'm taking Sam Darnold even over Baker Mayfield. Because Baker Mayfield had a couple of nice games out there in Houston and Cleveland. But Cleveland been getting their butt smacked here lately. But you expect the Cleveland Browns to lose. You know why? Let me show you what the Cleveland Browns fans be doing. The Cleveland Browns fans walk around their games like this. They're so ashamed of their team, they won't even show their face. They won't even show their faces. And some of y'all act like y'all ashamed of your churches too. You might as well, you go into church, you don't want to rep your church. This is what you look like when you don't rep your church. Why are you ashamed of your church? You need to rep your church. Rep your church. Don't be like them Cleveland Brown fans. All right? So that's where we are with that. I'm excited about this football season. This is a good year for football, y'all. Because it started out a little rough. We wondered about who gonna stand for the national anthem. And you know what? That kind of died down. You know why it died down? Because Trump stopped paying attention to it. As Trump goes, the world goes. And that's sad. When Trump ain't got nothing else to talk about, he start talking about football. And then everybody else start trickling in on that. Oh, they need to stand for this. Yeah, Mike, Buffalo is another planet. They need to stand for the anthem. They need to da-da-da-da-da-da-da-da. All this different stuff. So once Trump stopped talking about that died away, and people can focus on football. I'm all for the cause, but I don't want that to take away from the game. And I know some people have boycotted the NFL. Some people don't watch football because of all that. By the time I turn on the game, the national anthem is over anyway. Because I'm in church for the first, I'm in church for the first few minutes of the game anyway. When I turn on the game, I don't know who stood or knelt. I want to see the football game. So that part of it has been dying down because Trump is focused on other stuff. And we need to keep him focused on other stuff so he can't say nothing dumb. He just says stupid stuff, man. Trump would be all right if he just stopped saying stupid stuff. Good God Almighty. My mama said, if you ain't got nothing good to say, don't say nothing at all. Trump need to walk around with them things in his, well, I'm going to leave that all the way alone. All right? So I want to talk, baseball season is over, but I got to bring this up, y'all. We know that the Red Sox won. They are the World Series champions. Who won last night, Diva? Well, who won what? You don't even watch football. That's Diva, y'all. She be at every concert in the whole wide world, but won't go to church on Sunday morning. I'm going to tell on her. I'm going to tell Bishop Jameson on her. But New England Patriots won last night, Diva. But in baseball, the Dodgers lost. And the Dodgers' best pitcher, his name is Clayton Kershaw. 1 week after they lose, hey, Stephen Ballard, 1 week after after the Los Angeles Dodgers have lost the World Series, do you know what they did for Clayton Kershaw? They gave him $93 million for 3 years after losing. Y'all don't hear me. Yeah, I'm telling. Look, they gave him $93 million. I don't ever want to hear nobody talking about blacks make too much money in sports. I don't want to hear it. I don't want to hear it. He got that paper even after losing. Do you think back in the 80s or the early 90s, late 80s, Dwight Gooden would have got that kind of deal after losing the World Series? Huh? I'm telling y'all, man, that complexion for the protection is something. Now, the man can pitch. The man can pitch. And I'm all for everybody getting their money. I'm all for everybody getting their money. But don't complain when we get our money. Them white baseball players, whoo! And some of them are cheating. They taking the steroids and all that stuff. They paid A-Rod $250 million twice. But when Michael Vick gets his contract, they want to talk. And when LeBron gets his money, and when all these folks get their money, they want to talk. I remember when Juwan Howard, he was the first player to get a big $105 million contract in the NFL, in the NBA, and they wanted to talk about it. No, if y'all can get your money for throwing the ball, we can get our money for shooting the ball. They lost and gave Clayton Kershaw, you better pitch next year. You better listen to me. If I pay you $93 million, when I put that ball in your hand, better not nobody hit it. Nobody better not. He better get about 5 no-hitters next year. If I give you $93 million, you better pitch gold. You better piss gold and crap diamonds. If I give you $93 million, everybody getting struck out. You better strike everybody out. One person get a hit on you. Give me my money back. Matter of fact, let them get a home run. Let somebody hit a home run on Clayton Kershaw next year, and I'm the owner of the Dodgers. I'm gonna go down there and beat him myself. I'm gonna take my belt and whip his tail. I'm gonna beat him like he stole something. That's a lot of money. I think, we got a lot of kids in the hood. And it was like this when I grew up in Brooklyn. There's a lot of dudes. Basketball was a thing in our area. I grew up in East New York, Brooklyn. So we always played ball. We either at George Gershwin Park playing ball, or we at PS 306 Park playing ball. Because we didn't go to Starlight City and play ball because them punks couldn't ball. Me and my brothers would wear them out. So, because me and my brothers, we won all the 3-on-3 everything in Brooklyn. Me, Donnie, and Derek. Couldn't nobody beat us in basketball. So everybody had the dream of going to the NBA in Brooklyn, Queens, Bronx, man. We all had that dream. But we need to start pushing our young boys to play baseball. Because them baseball players is getting paid. Do you hear me? Because these Mexicans and these Puerto Ricans, these Mexicans and these Colombians and Puerto Ricans, the only thing a Mexican is a short Puerto Rican, or however that go. But they out there, they coming over there from Cuba. Just like we got basketball courts all throughout Brooklyn, in Cuba, they got nothing but baseball fields. And them boys come over here, they can't speak the language, but they get these big, fat contracts. The New York Mets got a guy, Yoenis Cespedes. He looked black until he starts speaking that Spaniel. And that man gets $22 million a year. Can't even speak the language. We need to start teaching our young boys how to play baseball. I'm telling you, listen to me, they are getting their money. It ain't all about just football players getting paid and basketball players getting paid. Because if I want my son to play anything, I don't think it's gonna be football because it's too risky. You can get hurt in there. Your contracts ain't guaranteed. And in basketball, everybody in the hood trying to come out. So you got to be the absolute best to come out your hood as a ball player. I know some of the best ball players in my hood that never even went to the league, never even went to college barely. But them baseball players, you don't see them, look here, you don't see them saying, oh, you got to go to college for this long. You got to do this for that long. No, they don't do that with them baseball players. They signed them. One baseball player got signed, he was 15 years old. They in high school getting contracts. They go to Puerto Rico and me money. And they sign them boys right then and there. And bring them over here and they can't speak English. They ain't make them go to college. for a year, because in order to go to the basketball league, in order to go to NBA, you got to go to college for a year. Because look at it, they're trying to stop our boys from getting their money. But the Mexicans and the Puerto Ricans getting their money without going to college. If they went to college here, they could speak English. Come on here. So we need to start training our young fellas to start playing baseball. Put a baseball, let them pitch. And if they a pitcher, Clayton Kershaw got $93 million for 3 years after losing the World Series. All right? So let's keep that in mind. Rick, what up, little Rick? So I'm going to keep that in mind. Charles Minor, good to see you on here. I'm not talking about no music or no church stuff. This is Church Guys Like Sports too. This is my sports show, my sports talk show, because I want to let the world know that it's not just a bunch of punks that go to church. There are really some real men in church. There are real men in church, and men in church still like sports. Men still love sports. Just because you go to church, that don't mean you a punk. And we need to start letting people know that, because then you draw more men. Some men have hit me up even after this, and yo, I didn't know you like sports like that. What do you mean? You don't know? I'm still a man. Yes, I'm a musician. Yes, I'm a pastor. Yes, I go to church. No, I don't miss Sunday service. I love the Lord. I got the Holy Ghost, but I still like sports. Amen. And I believe if Jesus Christ was walking this earth right now, he'll be a Knicks fan. You know why he'll be a Knicks fan? Because the Knicks are one of the only teams that play in a garden. Yeah. In our garden, it's hard to explain. Because if you ever been to the Madison Square Garden is round. So how is it a square garden, but it's round? Only God can do that. So that's why Jesus would be a Knicks fan. Because only God did what happened in the Garden of Gethsemane. That was God. So Jesus would be a Knicks fan had he been here right now. Amen. I believe that. So I got to close on that. Keep my Knicks in prayer. We got beat up on yesterday by the Washington Wizards. And the reason we only lost because Tim Hardaway got hurt. Tim Hardaway ended up getting hurt. And we lost that game because Tim Hardaway balling, he averaging 25 points right now. He's looking like an all-star. Don't sleep on him. Because in the East, who's a better shooting guard than Tim Hardaway right now? You can't name me 3 shooting guards better than Tim Hardaway in the East right now. You can't do it. All right? So Tim Hardaway looking like an all-star, but he got hurt yesterday, so I'm hoping he come back strong. We lost to the Wizards, but we on our way up. We smacked them Dallas Mavericks the other night. Beat them like they stole something. And I got the rep. I'm not a Brooklyn Nets fan, but anything Brooklyn, I push. I got to give it up to the Brooklyn Nets, y'all. The Brooklyn Nets. They making a lot of noise about these Philadelphia 76ers because they got Joel Embiid, they got Ben Simmons, they got Markelle Fultz, they got J.J. Redick, a gunner, and they making a lot of noise about them. But you know what? They took a trip to Brooklyn yesterday. They was down at the Barclays Center. And they came in there to beat up on the Brooklyn Nets. And the Nets wore them out. The Nets blew them out by 30 points. See, we got to stop hyping all these young puppies up. That Joel Embiid think he the next Olajuwon Patrick Ewing put together. Go sit down somewhere. You can't even beat the Brooklyn Nets. My church team, the Grace Tabernacle Eagles, can probably beat the Nets. And you hyping Joel Embiid up, hyping that Ben Simmons up, and that Markel Fall. Listen, y'all ain't ready yet. They ain't ready yet. The 76ers are not ready yet. Sit down somewhere. And we got, because where I live at, I'm not far from them fellas. And a lot of these cats down here think the 76ers is the best thing since sliced bread. 76ers ain't been nothing since they had Charles Barkley. Well, I'll take that back. When they had Iverson, they had a couple of good years. But ain't no Iverson coming through that door. Somebody tell the Philadelphia 76ers to sit down somewhere. Can't beat the Brooklyn Nets. How the Brooklyn Nets beat you up like that? Brooklyn Nets. I can't even name the starting lineup for the Brooklyn Nets. I don't know who on their team. A bunch of D-League players gonna blow you out. Tag Joel Embiid on this because he likes to talk. And I don't know, you can't talk trash to me if you sound like Dikembe Mutombo. I would wear him out. I wish he would try to talk some trash to me. He can't even put 2-3 words together right. Yeah, we got some. Darryl Hatter, what up, man? Yeah, Knicks got some nice rookies, man. So let's watch out for the Knicks. Don't sleep on my Knicks. It's still early. It's still early. And when we get some of these players back, we got to get Kevin Knox back. It's going to be on and popping. All right? And college football, this is the last thing I'm going to say. I got to go. But college football, first thing, look out for my boy Mike Taylor. He's the product of the Banks family out there. He's from Long Island, and he is balling with Villanova. Y'all watch the Villanova game. Number 42. I'm giving your son a shout out, homegirl. Number 42 is balling, y'all. And I'm going to prophesy right now. He's going to be in the league in the next 3 to 4 years because he's balling. He's playing defense. He got a sack. He had a couple of quarterback hurries that made the quarterback throw an interception. Villanova won yesterday, so let's keep that on our radar. But Alabama is killing everybody. That boy finally, I think his name is Tua, he finally threw an interception. Thank God for that, because I started to think he was Jesus or something. He was perfect. But Alabama is beating everybody. Alabama is killing everybody. And it's not fair, because Alabama, they playing like an NFL team. You can't beat them boys. They like the Golden State Warriors of college football. They beat I think they beat that team 29-0. Okay, Google, what was the score for Alabama football?
Alabama won 29-0 last Saturday against LSU.
They beat them. LSU is a team, y'all. LSU ain't no slouches. And Alabama beat them like they owe them money. Yeah, if the Giants can draft that Tua, well, I don't know how to say his first name, but if they can draft that boy, now you're giving Odell Beckham something to work with. But they got to get rid of that Eli Manning. You know what? I'd rather have this bag of M&Ms as my quarterback than Eli Manning. At least there's something in it. Eli Manning ain't got nothing in him. Nothing left. All right, y'all. I want y'all to tune back in on Wednesday at 12 noon. We're going to have more to talk about. All right? It's a football game tonight. We're going to have more to talk about. Church guys like sports too. I want you to share this to everybody you know, especially church guys. All right? And church girls. We can't leave them out because they love sports too. All right, y'all. God bless. Love you. Peace.